Hello, hello, JoJo Cross is here. This is JoJo. We have another day on my Forever Island Cozy Cove, and yep, I am in the same outfit. So we're gonna go to Able Sisters and get a new outfit, but in the meantime, let me check my mail really quick and we'll see what we got in here. Ava just sent me a letter, and then I've got, some things I purchased. And then I did get a few turnips from Daisy May, so she always seems to just give me bamboo shoots, I guess, because I don't have the recipes unlocked. Otherwise, I think she gives you like a recipe for soup and stew and stuff like that. But yeah, these are the things I purchased over in the ABD last time. And then, so I've got to go put that stuff away. I have some shells to sell. I'm going to take a look at my flowers on the way over there. I don't see anything new so far. Not anything unusually new anyways. Yeah, nothing special, I should say. Definitely not. Okay. Alright, let's head over this way, see what's going on with these guys. I did remember to water, that was positive. But, I'm getting to the part where they're harder to get to grow, like the really special ones, so I think it takes quite a bit of time. This pink one here grew from this combination, and the way I understand it is 2 of these ones from this little magical combo could possibly get me a blue rose, but it takes a long time, so I'm not really expecting that to happen anytime soon. Here's all my little crops. I gotta remember to water these again tonight, but yeah, that's the update on this. Oh hey, how's it going, Camo? Finding some treasure. Oh gosh, he wants me to go on a treasure hunt. Oh, this satisfies some of the requests that the villagers ask you to do. So, if you do all the little things they ask you to do, either when they have a thought bubble or whatever, then you do get Nook Mile achievements. So, and this is going to be extremely hard today since I also have not picked up any of my fossils yet. And he kind of hit me with this right away. So suckily enough, I'm going to have to dig up anytime I see an X, and I probably will not make it on this one. Oh my gosh, girl, come on. But we'll take you along for this ride, and you can see just what a travesty it's going to be. Oh, there's my gold mark. Okay, here's one. Probably, yep, a fossil. Okay. Alright, don't have time to fix all this stuff, so... Oh, there's Flick. Didn't know he was here today. Okay, so none there. I gotta really be speedy. They give you quite a few minutes, but it doesn't work when you have a ton of fossils everywhere. It's just too many. So, alright, let's go over here and check this area. Oh, there's one. Let's see if this is it. Nope. Another fossil. Okay, let's keep running all around and see if we can... Yeah, I try to do the fossils pretty quick in the day so that because they asked me to do this treasure hunt quite a bit, honestly. There's another fossil. Okay. While I'm over here, I'm just glancing down over at my little peninsula there if I can see it. Yeah, sometimes there's one over there. Yeah, they asked me to do this quite a bit, so I always try to ooh, I found it. Okay, what are the chances? That's great. Okay, so I did it. That does not always happen that quickly or that easily. Oh, there's another X. Might as well get that while I'm here. Wow, well, oh, swap it. I found the fossils quicker than I normally find them, so that's kind of cool. Let's put this muscle tank right on down here. I'll have to come back for that. Alright, let's cross over here and go give Camo Frog the present, which he'll just give back to me. Oh. I'm not Let's not dig him up. All right. Yes, let's look and see what you ended up hiding for me, buddy. What do you think? Oh, this is the second time this has happened. Look at that. Like, you can get their photo that way too. Isn't that crazy? Think if I wouldn't have found that. Of course, I've already have his photo, but I did get... God, I can't remember whose photo it was I got the first time that way. Was by doing one of those hunts. So... Anyway, just so you know, like, if you take them up on their little offer, you will get a photo sometimes. I've also gotten a photo by having them over at my house, or being over at their house. Like, they've given it to me as a gift. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. Those Noble pants I got from Wisp the other night. He was on the island and he asked me what I wanted, and he said it was going to be clothing. So I said something expensive and I got Noble pants because I thought, well, at least if it's a clothing item, I can get one of the most, expensive ones. But all right. Anyways, we can go over and sell our stuff to Blathers. But while I'm down here, I'm going to go ahead and check out the store, and then we'll head over to Abel's and I'm going to change my outfit. Okay. First glance, I am not seeing anything that I would care to have here. These are... I'm not really sure that I would ever use these. I'll have to think about those. I mean, they're good, like, if you have a little cafe or something, but otherwise, don't really need them. I'm going to buy my wrapping paper because I always have to have my wrapping paper. Definitely like the blue here better. So we'll get 2 of those. I think I have room for it. Let's see. Yeah, because I just put some stuff away. Perfect. Okay. That's it for that. Let me look in here just to make sure. I think I have I have a ton of wallpaper and stuff, so I don't really think I need any of that. But then we're gonna head over to the ABD because I don't want to forget to do that little visit. Oh, I forgot to ask them turnip prices. Shoot. Let me go back in because I will forget if I do that. If I don't do that, I will forget. So they were expensive to buy this week, like 105 or something. That's really high. Turnip prices. 111. That's kind of a high price to start on a Monday. I'm writing it down. 105 purchase. Like, so far that's already a profit, but not a very good one. Let me look and see what so if I put in 111, I mean, just preliminarily, I have this little app that goes to the little turnip thing. So the chances so far are that it's going to be fluctuating, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get a high price this week, but we'll see. So far it's just saying 147 would be the highest, but it doesn't know yet because it needs more information. So anyways, we have to go and see what else is going on. Also, something happened with my little turnip pricing deal, and it got messed up. I think because I time traveled on the app, and I don't know, I messed something up. So anyway, all right, let's go to Abel's, see what they have in their little shop today, and maybe change our little outfit. I got the froggy shirt from the ABD Nook shopping in there one time, and oh, they got a little moo in here. That's cute. I like that. I got my ripped jeans. I like those. Those are cute. So let's go in the dressing room and check it out, see what I find. I'll skim through really fast so you can see what I have, and then I'll pause it while I buy stuff. I think I'm going to buy the moo and the jeans. So yeah, that is the selections for today. So anyways, give me a second. All right, well, this is what I ended up with. I just got the little ripped jeans. I did buy one of the moo-moos, but I didn't wear it today. And then I think that was it. I didn't really buy anything else. They didn't really have things that coordinate very good together in there, so you know. I kind of like it when they have like the full outfits and they kind of work out really cute, but otherwise I always just, it's discombobulated mess in there sometimes. All right, let's go into ABD. Let's see what's for sale in the Nook Shopping here, and also check our recycle, that kind of thing. See what the story is in here. Still keeping with my run. I have not messed up for a while, which is nice. Let's see what we got. Okay, a lot of these things I already have. I have accumulated a lot of things, you guys. Like, it's amazing. Ooh, I don't think I have stale cupcakes. That is one that I want to get. Let me check my KK salts. I have a little organizational app. Nope, I don't have it yet. I'm gonna buy that. Yay. That one's one of my favorites. It's cute. All right, and then let's look over here. Ship wheel door. Yeah, I don't need any of that. So I'm gonna go out of there. I wanted to show you guys though, look how much money I have accumulated. Look at that. That is just amazing. That's just from selling things, honestly. I don't know. I thought that would take a long time to get that much money, but a ball. Okay, cool. All right, let's go head out. Since I already got all my fossils, I guess I can go up and turn those into blathers. I also need to do my little stretching, so I think I'm going to do that really quick before I leave the area, or else I will forget. So I'll show you who I'm starting out with, and then I will pause it while we do it, and then yeah. All right, I kind of like doing this too because it shows me who's around the island. All right, we're all done. So I should be able to find those little villagers floating around the island somewhere. And then Flick is around, so I'm going to probably sell him some stuff. But yeah, that just ticks off some things. Hey, there's Blueberry right there. And how did she get to be sitting under the tree so fast? Girl. Okay, well, so I won't be able to give her a gift till she stands up. We're going to head over here. I like to just start over by the houses. Where were you, Ava, when we were stretching? Here's a gift, lady. She's probably one of the ones I would not mind if she would go. She kind of bugs me a little bit. And I already have her photo, so girl, you could go. And now I'm going to have extra normals because I don't know if you guys saw in the last one, but or maybe it was after hours, but Hazel asked to leave, and so now I have, no, Hazel didn't ask to leave. Vesta was in my campsite, and I like Vesta, and I have not had her before, and is that who it is? Yeah, Vesta. And I know, it was Hazel. She's my fave, but I have to get all these pictures. So Hazel's going, and in comes Vesta, and Vesta's normal. So then now I have 3 normals, right? Or I will. So I need one of my normals to leave because I don't want to have too many, you know. So yeah, I have Ava, and do I have another normal? No, I don't. I had 2 sisterlies. I thought I had 2 normals, but maybe I don't. I have my Cranky. I have my Jock. Cranky. So 2 Crankies. I have Lazy, Snooty, Smug, Normal, Peppy, and Sisterly. So okay, I guess that just gives me 2 normals instead of 2 sisterlies, so that's fine. But I still wouldn't mind if Ava leaves. Okay, it looks like Bruce is home. Let's go check on Bruce. I also have a few like night bugs that I need to go hunting for and stuff. And then I was going to do some of these houses for these guys. I wanted to do either Bruce's or Camel Frogs. So I think I might do one of those guys today. And I need to dive because there are some things that I need to dive for out in the ocean. A Kung Fu tea. Thanks, Bruce. I don't think I have his picture yet. So I definitely need to get Bruce's. I need to get Francine's picture. I already have Camel Frog here. I actually have his twice, which is why his is sitting outside. If they give it to me twice, I have it sitting outside. If they give it to me once, then I have it just down in my basement of my house. So let's go see Francine here. See what she's up to. And then, I don't know, we'll just make the rounds. I have to go see Boots and stuff too. Hello, girl. Let's give you a gift. She's always got her little, is that her sister in the background? Chrissy or something? Yep. A jockey uniform. I could not love that more, Francine. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is Chrissy, I think. And aren't they sisters? I want to say they are. I kind of feel bad having one here and not the other. If she ever wants to come to the island and my Blue Bear wants to go, I would move her in place of Blue Bear, but I kind of just want to go with like whichever is the first little peppy to respond, you know? I mean, that I find on the island that I like. That way I can get all their pictures, but you know. Oh, Ursula is making DIY. Oh, do you see that bookcase next to me that I'm standing in front of? I mailed them through like the little postcard system. They all got that little bookcase. I gave them all different colors and stuff. And usually the next day, not the next day, but the day after, they will send you a gift and like a little letter saying, oh, I was so happy that you gave me a gift and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, hopefully she'll send me something, but I thought I would start sending my villagers like DIY furniture so that I could also accomplish the DIY accomplishment on the Nook Mile achievements. So that's why I'm starting to do that, because not only do you have to send letters, but you also have to make DIY furniture, and I either want to sell it as hot items or oh shoot, let me see, I gotta get something out of my pocket. Let me drop this, and then I can move this in here, and then I can plant this, and then I can dig this up. Perfect. Okay. I need to put some stuff away in my little storage unit, so hold on just a sec. Okay, and I'm also going to give Flick a couple of bees. I want to get a bee model made so that I can make a little apiary, and I need a few of them. So I've been saving some, so since Flick is up here running around, I'm going to have him make me one of these little bee models. And then I'm going to start giving him what bugs I have saved. I don't have a ton because I don't really need that much money right now. But I do want to, you know, not waste them on other ways of getting the money. So I figured I'll sell him whatever I have in here that I can do. These are all reserved for making models. So I have like either 3 of each if they're not like my favorite, or maybe 6 or so if they are my favorite. These are extras though. And then, yeah, I have a few extras of each like bug, I guess, because I've been throwing a few extras in here. But like you can tell the Emperor one is like my favorite. I like the Agrius. It's very pretty colors, but I do have an extra one in there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, because you need 3 of each, so I don't really care for the Raja wing one. It's a little too like elongated and weird looking. But yeah, that's what those are there for. I'm out of space. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. So let's sell him some bugs again. Did he just comment about how great the flea is? That's hysterical. I think I have a flea to sell him in a little bit here. You know what? I need to go get rid of my fossils. I need to go get rid of these shells in my pocket and then come back to Flick because it's going to take way too long to go back and forth. So I'm going to go do that. Let me go up to the museum and stuff. I'll be right back. The one time I was not recording, he gave me his photo. That was so quick, Boots. Dang. Nice. I gave him some fruit and he gave me back his photo. So that's awesome. I just thought I'd pop in while I was up here before I went down and sold all these things. So, all right, let me run down to Nook's. All right, I found Francine in her house again still. So I'm giving her Ava's gifts. Let's see what it is. A sleeveless dress shirt. I'll have her try it. Those ones actually kind of look cute on them, I think. Yeah, she looks cute. Very Eastery at this time. I actually like it better than her polka dot outfit. It matches her nose. So I think that works out just fine. Oh, and I got a mug. Okay. Thank you, Francine. All right. Well, I went to go get my fortune told. Let's see what she says here. Fishing enthusiast, a young insect expert. Okay. I deduce that your luck with friendship will improve. Huh. Okay. I mean, I feel like I already got that because Boots gave me his thing, but I don't know. Anyways, that's cool. I also got an art piece and I ended up finishing the I finished the one that is for collecting arts. I think you have to get 20 items and I just got my 20th one, which is great. So that took a little while, but got that one going. All right, I think it's this one, the True Patron of the Arts or something like that. I'm getting quite a few finished up, so, but I still have a lot to go on some of these. So let's see, I have like a fishing tournament coming up this Saturday. I have to do 13 more stretches to get that one. And then I have to go to 18 more Cap'n Islands. KK, I am about to get to the 10th one. I'm assuming it's 10 and then 20, 30, 40 or 20, 30, 50. I don't know. But anyways, I got a long way to go on him. And then also diving, I have 10 more to get that. Gulliver, I haven't even got to 10 yet, and I think you have to get to 20 to finish this, but 30 to get the golden shovel, if I'm not mistaken. Wisp, I have one more to go, and then I think 10 more after that, maybe? I don't know. I haven't made that many wishes, so, but I haven't found any stars that much. And look at this, one more balloon to pop, and then I'll get to the 300 of that thing. Fleas, I need 3 more fleas. I'm done with that one. Popular Pen Pal was the one I was telling you guys about, so you just have to mail stuff. You can mail a ton a day, so I've been mailing like 10 a day since I remembered I have to do this. So I've gotten to 31, but you know, I need to do more. The stock market, I got a long way to go, and that's about how much money you make. I still have a lot more money to spend. And then all these, you know, shop to it. This is how many items you buy in Nook shopping inside the ABD, and then this is getting those Nook Mile achievement things, the plus goals. So yeah, it's a lot to go. The Smile Isle is the thing I was telling you about where you have to help the villagers. And then the remodeler is just your house. But yeah, a lot of these I've done. The shellfish one, look at, I only have 15 more to go. I'm going to try to get that done today. And then I need to plant some vegetables. I have 80 more to go. So I think I'm going to dig up all my pumpkins and replant them and then do that again another day. So hopefully that'll help me get to that. And then this is selling fruit off the trees. Look how many I have, like 705 left to sell. And then I need to plant some flowers. Don't have too many more to go on that one, but then I think it goes maybe up to 300. I'm not sure. It's a lot though. And then fossils, I still have quite a few fossils. You only get 4 a day and maybe some on Mystery Islands. So, you know, there's that. This one is chopping wood. I mean, every day I chop some trees for, you know, my glow spot and stuff, but you know, but this is what's killing me here. Like I'm barely to 1,000 on the DIY tools. And I think the next notch is maybe 3,000. And so that's going to take a long time. DIY furniture, again, I'm only to 434. Look how much I have to get, like up to 1,000 and then more. And then this refresher is just like, you know, changing colors and stuff. So can definitely do that. And then these, you know, these are going to be a long time. This is to get, I haven't even got to 1,000 on the diving. And then these ones have to do with your Critterpedia, these 3. So really nothing you can do about that except getting all the bugs, fish, and all that. I'm probably the best on my fishing, but even then, look at, I have 3,000 more to go. And I'm assuming the bugs are the same to 5,000. I haven't even got to 2 yet. And you guys, I feel like that's what I do all day on this island when I'm not online with you guys, is fishing and catching bugs. And that's just how far I am. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so much. But I'm hoping that just day by day it adds up and it doesn't seem too bad. I was just coming back from harps because I wanted to change some of the colors of the things I picked out for my Cranky villager's house. I thought I would go up and do Bruce's house today. I could do camo frogs, but it doesn't matter really. I have to do both of them. And I'm not sure I'm going to always save, you know, the Crankies and the Sisterlies and Normals all each had multiples, so it might switch. So, why have you been looking for me, Blue Bear? A Nordic table? That's a great gift. Why did she give that to me? Oh, you know why? I got the luck with friendship. That must be what the heck that did. Nice. Okay, so he's got a lot of trees around his house, but I wanted to actually maybe move some of these trees back a little bit and then plant a couple of additional like pine trees. I think this is where I found a treasure earlier. I mean, you know, a fossil. Anyway, I want to move a few of these trees back towards this a little bit and then plant a couple more pine trees, but open it up a little bit near his house so I could put a little kind of, not really camping. I want to make it more like he kind of has a little workshop. He works in his yard kind of thing. So I have a few things out here that I want to put out by his house, but I also want to change some colors on some of these things. I already changed the ones that I can change myself, but there's a few more I need. What bug is that? Oh, I have it. But now I don't have my wooden shelf. Gosh darn it. I had to leave it up front because I was full, and now I need one, of course. So I think I left it down here after all that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and dig up some of these trees that are in the way. And I want to put in the build stuff first and get that stuff down. And then I'm going to put them back possibly where they are. I'm not sure. Wait, what? Swap it. I could swear I emptied out some of this stuff, but okay, well, let's do this because I'll use that in a minute. Okay, well, let me bury some of these back here. So I just wanted to get another tree like right here, if it'll go. Here we go. Perfect. I want it to look more foresty by his house, but also have this part over here like open for what I'm doing for him. So let me get my little handy dandy helmet on. And what I want to do is I want to put down some of the in-game pathing, I think, and just get a little like plot over here, I guess you could call it, with the dirt. And we'll see what we can do with this here. I was just thinking like instead of always using like a customized path, sometimes it would be nice just to have the in-game dirt path on here. And it also kind of shows up, you know, on the map too, which is kind of cool. So, but I always envision like the Crankies having kind of a little work on your car kind of area or something like that. Maybe a little gas station or a little mechanics area or somewhere where you would just, you know, tinker around, do stuff like that. Either that or like a little reading nook area with like fossils and stuff around them, things like that, because they always talk about that kind of thing. So I just thought that would be cute. But okay, so we have the little plot back here. I wanted to put this little industrial shelf, I think it is called, or something like that, and the little garbage bins. Oh, it's this iron shelf. So I thought I would put that back here. Push it back, and then I'm gonna stick it off to the inside here. And then on the outside, I wanted to put the couple of garbage cans because I just envision him being, you know, like he has his garbage back here, and you know, he's just got it all situated the way it needs to be here. I'm going to, before I put the other garbage can, I want to put a couple of trash bags. So I'm going to put one down there. And then I want to put the other bin next to it. So he has like the green and the recycle or something like that, you know, because I don't know, I just see him as that kind of a little guy. And then let me see if I can get another garbage trash bag over here. Yeah. And then maybe one more in front of this yellow one. Let's see. Did I bring another one? Let me see. I don't know if I did. You know what? That's fine. Instead of that, I'm going to put... Well, first of all, let me do what I was going to do up here because that might really help. I was thinking I'll put his little workbench over here on the side, and I customized it to the darkest workbench that they kind of had for this particular one, but I thought that looked kind of cute. And then I thought I would put his little like tool thing over here, his little tool cart. Yeah. I'll just leave it that way. That's fine. You get the idea. You can still get in front of the garbage can and stuff. Not that that's a big deal, but and then the outdoor air conditioner, I just thought that could go back somewhere around here. I don't know where would be a good place to put it. I don't know. see how it works out with these lawn chairs and stuff first. I want to put a couple lawn chairs out, just like he kind of, you know, sits out here like he's sort of, I don't know. I'm just envisioning like little old man sitting in front of his house. He tinkers around with his stuff, but also sits here and yells at the kids to get off the grass. Stay away from that pond, you're gonna fall in. You know, those kinds of things. So so that's my vision for these guys, which cracks me up, but it is what's in my head. I do have one more lawn chair. Where the heck is it? There. Okay. Yeah, because, you know, maybe Camo Frog and him sit out here and like shoot the breeze and talk about these kids these days kind of thing. Okay, and then I have a couple of tires and stuff. I was gonna just make it look like he's got some stuff in the back here, you know. So I thought, you know, I can throw the project table back here. And let's see, you can't barely see it, but I feel like, you know, that's fine because I feel like he'd have stuff stacked around, you know. We can put a little storage shed back here. Also, whoops, that's not the one I wanted. I have two in my pocket. One is for me and one is for him. It's this one. Yeah, that suits his style here a little more. And then I would put I'll put a tire stack over here. Where do I want to put? Yeah. Let me put the tire stack here. Let me move it over just a skosh there. Okay. Maybe out. There we go. And then, I don't know about this outdoor air conditioner. I guess I could put it up here, but maybe I'll put the barrel because I like the barrel a lot better. But is that, I think that's blocking it where I can't get back there now. It is. Gosh darn it. Of course. Maybe I can put it back behind them. Let me try, no, not boots photo. Seriously. Let me try putting it there. If it doesn't block too much, that might work. Yeah, that works. All right, and then I have this outdoor air conditioner. Maybe I'll just put that here. Like they're trying to cool themselves down, you know? I wonder if I can just turn it. It kind of looks like they've got it pointed at them to get some air, you know? Oh, but that's still going to be in the way, isn't it? Oh, you can still walk back here. Okay, that works. All right, and then what else did I bring here? I think that was it for that stuff. But now I want to go in and get like the little things to go on top of stuff and maybe some extra things. And then, so let me get back in here and run through and see what else I want to grab. Okay, so I found the few things I wanted to put up. So over here, I thought I would just throw down, let's see, I had a little lantern I was going to put back here. And then over here, the handy water cooler I thought would be cute back here. And then on as far as the front goes, I have a mug to put here because I figure, you know, he probably drinks his coffee black as the night, even though that looks like it has cream in it. Come on, game. You guys gotta give us some options on this stuff. Like, let us pick what's going in there. I'm gonna put the little wooden toolbox on top of there. And then up here, oh, can I not do it? I thought you could stick something up there. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. Toolbox. Ooh, it let me do it. Yay. Why is it backwards though? I don't understand. Or is that the front of it? I guess that's the front of it. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Did I bring something for over here? Maybe I was gonna put the lantern on this. Oh, I was. Okay, let me go back over here. So this lantern is supposed to go over here, and I was gonna put, actually that's it, because the other stuff's gonna go around this other side. So let me put this little lantern here, because I definitely think, you know, depending on when they sit down here, you know, there we go, place item, and then, whoops, I want that on, but I want it to turn. There we go. Okay. And then over here, I think I'm going to plop in, I think I grabbed another, let's put this toxic thing can go back here, I suppose. Oil barrel. There we go. And then I was going to do, let me get this tree up. I couldn't take it up earlier because I didn't have enough room in my pockets, but now that I do, I'm going to pull this tree out of the way because I wanted to put a few more like trashy looking stuff here. Not trashy, I think they're cute in game, but you know what I mean. I have a little gas pump that I want to put. Yes, and then I want to put another thing of tires down here. Oh wait, that's a tire toy. Is that what I grabbed? I think it might be. I thought I grabbed another tire stack. I did. There it is. Perfect. And then I'm going to put the ladder. Hang on. This is supposed to be the cooler box? I was gonna set the cooler box up by them, but I guess I could put it here. Oh, he has his little lunch set up over there or something. And then I have this little ladder, and I was thinking, well, I could put the little ladder like out here in front of his house. The little step ladder. I think that looks cute. And then maybe I will plant a small tree here. So it's just going to be a sprout. And then when it grows in, hopefully that will still grow. That's where it was, right? When it grows in, I will stunt it because I want it to be like just maybe the second level of tree. And then over here, whoops, that's not going to grow by that. Nor is that. Oh shoot, I don't think I can plant a tree there. I wanted to. Maybe I can plant one here and make it smaller. So these two could be a little small-ish. This could be like second level, and maybe this could be third level. And then I want to plant another full-size dude like right next to this guy. So let's get that out of the way. And we'll plant in this one. Perfect. Because like I said, I just want it to look a little more forest core back here by his house. Maybe I can plant another tree right in here. Let's do this one. That one I would let grow in a little more. Okay, so I've got those couple. I've got that one. I want to plant, I think that might be all on the trees. I could see if one more of these hardwoods will go in here. Let's see, just for some variation. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I brought some barbed wire fence. So I thought I would switch out this little fence over here, like just whatever I have up here, with the barbed wire fence. I just feel like it fits him a little more, you know? So I was gonna put that there and then take this away and put a little bit of barbed wire along here. Just to, you know, because just to add a little bit of extra something in between the little gaps. And then I'm figuring like over here, is there anywhere else that some barbed wire fence would look good. I don't think so. Don't really want to like fence anything around over there. I don't want to block them where they can't get in. Could put a little piece in front of this tree. Once it gets bigger, that would look cute, and then maybe one in front of this tree. So let me put one there. Yeah, so I think that would look good. It gets the point across. They're kind of, you know. And then now I need to figure out what colors I want to use for flowers up here. I'm thinking I might go with like reds and yellows, since that kind of matches, you know, his decor on the outside. But then I can switch the house colors and stuff once I finish HHP if I want to. So anyway, I'm going to dig up some of these flowers that are here that look a little more on the non-matchy side for what he has going on up here. And then I will come back. I'm gonna head down by where my flower garden is and stuff, and along the beach I have tons of flowers, and so we'll grab some of those. I can use these, keep these yellow mums here, I feel like. Matter of fact, I could put one of these over here. Let's plant that guy. I like the mums, those are cool. But yeah, let me go get some red and some, maybe I'll get some blue too. Red, blue, and yellow. So I will be right back. All right, and I just shot down my 300th balloon. So it was a foosball table. There we go. So I should have gotten that little accomplishment completed. Here it is. It's raining treasure. 3,000 Nook miles for that one. That was cool. Very good. Okay. Now I gotta keep a little lookout here. I'm looking for some yellow and blue flowers, but I also need to dump off some of these guys. So I honestly think I could probably just sell them. So let me go in here and sell them really quick. Okay, so I'm down with my flowers here. I think I want to give him probably some windflowers up there. He doesn't really have, there's not a lot of windflowers up the hill at all in my island. Really, there's not a lot of anything else other than cosmos up there. So I'm gonna do those. Maybe I'll give him some black lilies. That would be cool, because he's got those kinds of colors going on. And then the tulips always look a little bit too orangey red, you know what I mean? And I'm going more with this kind of red, so I think I'll grab a couple of the mums. I've already got mums going on up there anyway. And let me see what else. We've got some of these. I think that's good for the red. Oh, these would probably be great. I don't love the pansies, but oh, I don't have room. Shoot. Okay, bury it again. That is the downside of having full pockets all the time. I grabbed a few of these bushes. I wanted to put some of those down. I'll come back. So I'll come back for some more flowers. Let me run up there and do that really quick. All right, so in here I think I'm gonna do a bush because I wanted to do one of those in the middle here. And I think the blue would be good here. And then here I'd like to put a flower. I think I'm gonna put a red windflower. And then over here I'm going to put the yellow hyacinth because I think that will look cute up there. And I think a bush would be great, like right in this little niche here. And I'm gonna put a yellow one. Just because I don't know what colors I'm gonna use over here, but whatever colors they are, I think yellow can kind of blend in nicely with most of them. And then in here, I think I'm gonna put one of these black lilies. So let's do that. Perfect. Okay, and then in front of the tree, let's do a red mum. And then I think we'll do a bush here. So let's do a yellow one since the blue one is right behind it there. And then in front of that, we can do one more of these red windflowers. And I already have this yellow mum here. So why don't I do another black tulip in the middle of those? Because I don't mind extra flowers on my island. I'm going to do a little bush here, I think. And we'll do another blue one. That way there's one on each side. And then I think on this side here where I could not put a tree, I'm going to put the yellow bush here. So that will work. And then I'll put a couple flowers in front of these old codgers. So let me put a red one, and then I need to go grab some more black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I think here I'm going to go ahead and put one of these red mums, and then in here I want to put a black lily. And gosh, this little spot here, I'm not sure what I want to do right there. Let's see. I think I'd like to put some of the fencing down. I think that would be perfect right there. So let me put that little piece of barbed wire fence, because that means you can still walk, and I kind of like the idea of that being there. I also think another bush would look really great right there, but I don't have one in my pocket, so I'll have to come back. I'm going to put another flower over here. I'd like to put another one of the yellow mums. And then on this side over here, I think I'm going to put another piece of barbed wire fencing in here. And then let's put a windflower. And we can put a black lily over here. Tulips would have been good too, but that's okay. I think maybe in here I'm going to put a little bit of steps, you know, like just that you can walk around this little area. So let me do that really quick. Let me grab my handy dandy design palette here and we'll get that in. Where are they? They're here. Okay, so we'll do a little step right here. And then I think I have a couple different little versions going either direction or whatever. So let's see. Not on the sideways one though. Okay, well let's do a couple of those. In between we can go ahead and just do this little white flower. I think he'd be cute in there. And then on this side of it, we'll go ahead and do one more of those steps. And then let's do a couple of logs to come over. Because, you know, you kind of want some variation in order for it to look a little interesting. You know what I mean? So, and then this one I could probably go like this. See if it makes it turn too weird. It does. Let's put that one over here. And then on this edge we can put those other, let me see, what else do I have? I could put these guys. Let's see. Okay. And then on this one we can go upwards. So I got a couple, that's the one I have a couple of, which is good. So I'm gonna put a couple of those. I love these little steps, by the way. They were all from that one same creator that I always post below, but they're very good. I think they look really cute. All right, let's put this one going this direction. Ooh, I see a balloon. Let's see. It's a golden balloon. You guys, I got my golden balloon. I think this is my golden... I think this is my golden... I got it! it? You guys, I've never gotten this before. Yay! Look at me go. I've gotten 2 golden things by myself. That is crazy. I'm excited. Like, honestly, that's an accomplishment. It's amazing what you get excited about in life, right? But hey, you know. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let me put a couple of stairs here. Yeah, I'm excited. That's awesome. And then we'll put another set of stairs up this way. And then I think we'll probably be good. Maybe one more, right? Just to, let's see if I can make it turn the other way that way. So it looks like we're going over here. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I like that. Little path around just to lead you back to the trail. And this kind of leads you over this way and through here. So I feel like that's good. Yay. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think another flower needs to go right here. I don't have any. That's a bummer. Let me walk down over here and see what we have. What do we have over here, first of all? Let's take a little look-see. Is there anything I'm using? Because this side's not done yet. Okay, nope, there's nothing. I have to go all the way down to where all my flowers are. That's the only problem with like having all your flowers in one certain location or whatever, is that you have to keep running back and forth. But that's okay. It's no big deal. I think a black one would probably look best over there, so I'm gonna go get one more black lily. So I'll be right back. Okay, I had totally forgotten that I had wanted to use some of these guys. I don't typically love the in-game, the pansies. I like in real life, but the in-game ones just don't, I don't know, they don't really excite me too much. But in this particular case, I think they'll look pretty good here. So let me see where else is lacking. I feel like here would be cute for another flower. I don't like where the gaps are. I like to be filled in, you know, a little bit. So yeah, I think that's good for now anyways. You know, some of these will grow in too and grow extras. So, you know, by the end of things, I think it'll look really cute. I probably could put one more tree like right here, or maybe move this one. No, that's a good place for a bush. Let me go see if I can find one more of the yellow and white bushes. I have them all around the island, but it's like just trying to find all the right colors here and there, you know. But they're scattered about. They're here. Luckily, they're in bloom right now, so it's easy to find them. Because if not, I'd have to be pulling up all these bushes and seeing what's what, you know. Oh, I forgot about you, Flick. I haven't even given him all my bugs that I have for him. That's gonna have to happen after hours, I think. Oh, I don't have any more of the yellow and whites. That's crazy. Huh. All right, well, that's kind of a bummer. I wonder if one of these is the yellow tea. Let's see, what is this? No, definitely not the yellow tea. Okay, let's see, let me go back here. Maybe I have some planted along the back here. Sometimes I surprise myself. Nope, that's just a regular... yeah, I really don't see any. Bummer, okay. Oh, is that one over there? No, it's pink. Okay, well, maybe I'll just leave it for now, and the next time I see, let me make sure, maybe I have some in my, little wood thing that are babies, and I could just plant one from that. Let me just check it out. Because that could be. I have a lot of plants in here, I do believe. So let me see. Maybe. I do. Let's see, blue hydrangea, holly, pink azalea. I think they're called white something or others. White azalea. That. Okay, I think it's that. So let me plant that. And I guess we'll see. Let's just see what this is. Let's see. Is it a white azalea? No, it's a white plumeria. Oh, I think the white azalea might be like the pink looking one. So that does not work out. So I need a white plumeria. Okay, note to self. All right, I found white plumeria. I had some. So I'm gonna go plant that over here. That way we'll have one more little bush in there. And then I think I'm gonna call this good. I will not like fast forward for that to grow. I figure that will happen naturally, but this is the build. So let me just take off my little helmet. And then we will go take a little full look-see here of the whole thing. Nice. Of little Bruce's house here. So, come on up. He's got a little pond. And then we have his, just his little junky stuff around here. And of course he's got his little workshop-y area in the back of his house here. And he's placed his little lunchbox and cooler back there for later. We've got the fan here to cool down him and his old codger friends when they're sitting here talking about the kids getting off the lawn. And then back here he's got his little workshop. He can get to his little garbages and shelves and his little workshop area. So I think that turned out really cute. Yeah, it looks like definitely a place I would envision one of my little crankies hanging out. So hopefully he will sit and enjoy this. Someday I'll be able to come out and see him sitting here and enjoying the whole situation. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them below. If there's any designs in this video, it should be listed in the comment section of this. Or under more. And then also, if you haven't subscribed, please come subscribe, hang out with me. We will be doing another video on this island next week. I'm probably going to do it, I'm going to copy Kaylee Games because she's doing Forever Fridays. And so I think this island is going to turn into Forever Fridays. And then Monday, Wednesdays will be my other island, which is going to be coming on Monday. And that's going to be the 20-acre island that I'm doing. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And I really appreciate all you guys being here. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend if you're watching this on Friday. If you're watching this way out, I hope you had a wonderful week. Okay, take care. Bye.